station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight on your news at 10, the world is coming together to help those affected by the earthquakes in Turkey. We'll have a look at how some people are coming together to help right here in DC. And later, one school in Montgomery County is trying to stop the spread of anti-Semitism in the community after yet another incident earlier this week. We'll bring you the details. Plus, skilled workers needed. How West Virginia is creating incentives for veterans to move into the state.
All right, and for us tonight, going into tomorrow, things are fairly quiet, although rain is on the way. And we do have a winter weather advisory for some of you. You can see that's out towards the mountains here, the Blue Ridge, and even further west than that. So majority of us are not going to be seeing any winter-type weather across the area, but we will have some rain. As you can see, if you wanted to take a little walk tomorrow, yeah, make sure you have that umbrella handy because rain will be around from 1 to 3 to even 5 p.m. with temperatures holding in the upper 30s to right around the lower 40s mark. So the headlines here, clouds are coming together tonight, and they're already here for some. Showers are making a return on Sunday, breezy on Monday, and 50s and 60s again next week. We'll talk about it fully with your 7-day forecast coming up.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now at 10. I'm Michaela Newton. New tonight, the death toll from Monday's massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria has now surpassed 25,000 people. But take a look on your screen right now. There's footage of the city Antakya in southern Turkey. The United States has announced plans to send $85 million worth of aid to help rebuild Turkey. This while the United Nations will provide goods, medicine, and other necessities to the communities in need. But everyday people are also doing what they can to help by donating supplies, including right here in the DMV. DC News Now's Dave Laval was at the Turkish embassy earlier tonight and tells us that more aid will be on the way.
An endless supply of help fills DC's Turkish embassy. These supplies will go to help earthquake victims.
I can help carry those.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Everything is closing. I'll tell you what it is.
The embassy opened its gates Saturday to those who wanted to help. Umut Barak Geçe is from the western region of Turkey where the quake happened.
My family is safe, but so many my friends and my friends' family under the tired buildings, unfortunately.
It's hard. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of heartbreak.
Yasmin Hussein has family in Syria, which sits next door to Turkey, and also suffered massive loss of life in Monday's quake. Hussein dropped off donations to help survivors in both countries.
My family's okay. They survived. It was just hard. We didn't know what had happened. We didn't know where they were. It was just a lot of chaos in the beginning.
The embassy put the call out for such things as tents, blankets, heaters, and portable restrooms. Jamie Welch answered the call.
What doesn't make you want to donate? There's families right now going through so much, and we're in a position to help out.
An embassy spokesman told us so far, people around the DMV and the country have donated more than 140 tons of relief supplies. Among those grateful for the help, Turkey's ambassador to D.C.
It's incredible. Thank you very much for all the American Turkish citizens here living. We really need it. Thank you very much. I can't say anything else. Thank you.
The embassy will remain open on weekends for those who wish to donate. Otherwise, you're told to check the embassy's website to find out how to help earthquake victims. At the Turkish embassy, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. Well, the embassy announced late this afternoon that it will stop accepting clothing donations tomorrow, but you can find the complete list of items that are needed on our website, dcnewsnow.com. And developing now, we're learning more about another flyer promoting anti-Semitism at Northwood High School earlier this week. Members of the school board say that the flyer was found in the same place on campus as a previous incident and has since been taken care of. But in a letter to parents, the school says that they're closely working with the Montgomery County Police to find the person or people responsible. But this is the latest in a string of anti-Semitic vandalism seen in Montgomery County schools, ranging from graffiti on school signs to hateful images left on students' desks. But in the letter, the Montgomery County School Board also gave resources to help talk to kids about anti-Semitism, stating, quote, "The Northwood community stands united that this hatred does not and will never represent us and will never be welcomed." We're also learning more about a homicide that happened in Southeast D.C. yesterday evening. D.C. police responded to a call on 18th Street shortly before 6 p.m. When they arrived, they found 27-year-old Melvin Henderson. He was declared dead on the scene, and investigators are still looking into possible suspects. In Prince William County now, police need your help finding a suspect wanted in a robbery of a United Bank earlier this morning. Police say that shortly after 10 a.m., the man seen right there on your screen entered the bank and demanded money from the teller, giving them a note implying that he was armed. He then left with an undisclosed amount of money, but if you know him or have seen anyone that know of him, please contact the Prince William County Police. While Congress may soon claw back some of its war powers from the president, lawmakers are considering legislation that will repeal the measures giving open-ended authorization for military force in Iraq. Hannah Brandt has the details.
We were at war with Iraq. Now we're not.
Yet 2 decades-old measures that give the president a blank check for military force in Iraq are still in place. Senator Tim Kaine is leading a charge to repeal those authorizations and take back Congress's war powers.
I say this as the father of a Marine. It's so grave and important. We shouldn't just say, the president can decide it. We should own those decisions, including declaring when war is over.
The legislation is co-sponsored by Republican Todd Young in the Senate and lawmakers from both parties in the House, too. And Senate Leader Chuck Schumer says he supports the repeal effort, promising to bring it up for a vote in the Senate soon. But not everyone is on board.
I think we have to keep looking at it and look at how it's being used.
Senator Rick Scott says Congress needs to be careful about restricting a president's ability to act in military situations.
I want to make sure the president has the authority to make a decision in a quick manner.
Senator Kaine argues repealing the authorizations won't prevent that, pointing out the Constitution does give the president some military power, but it only gives Congress the ability to declare war.
This is about really restoring the balance that was meant, but it doesn't block the president from defending the country if something happens in an emergency.
The Biden administration supports the effort, too, but with the Republican-led House, it's unclear if the bill can make it to the president's desk. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Well, new details this evening after another classified document was found yesterday in the home of former Vice President Mike Pence. The former VP joins President Biden and former President Donald Trump as the third high-profile official now to have their homes searched by the FBI for classified records. But the search happened after Pence's attorney told the National Archives they had found about a dozen of the concerning documents. Former presidents and vice presidents are required to turn over material to the archives after their term for proper storage. Well, in his inaugural speech, Maryland Governor Wes Moore talked about job opportunities for those possessing only a high school diploma. And as Stephen Cohen reports, it's quickly becoming part of a national trend.
Many employers desperate to fill open positions are now accepting workers with only a high school diploma. These non-traditional students may delay getting a college degree. In an effort to make going back to school attractive, the Community Foundation of Frederick County is launching a scholarship program.
And non-traditional students are those who are starting their academic career a couple of years after high school, not the traditional go from grade 12 to being a freshman in college.
Community Foundation Executive Director Betsy Day says a financial gift from a local family is being earmarked for the non-traditional student. Of course, you can't land an engineering job or be a surgeon without an advanced degree, but for many entering the workforce, waiving the college diploma may be right for the present time.
It's okay for them to make their own decisions and get that experience and see how that works out for them.
Andrea Apaya is a senior at Hood College. Classmate Eva Atoda says that while going straight to work after high school was an option,
I've learned a lot in these 4 years, not just for classes and things, but also you get to meet a lot of people, talk to professors and learn from their experiences. And I just don't think it would have been the same if I went directly into the workforce.
Eva's classmate Melody Parr thinks high school graduates should weigh their options.
If they think that's the right decision, we should support it. Some people choose college, some people choose the work life. It's just what works for them, I guess.
For those heading back to school, the Yinger Scholarship may be the ticket to bigger things.
We know that those non-traditional students face some additional challenges, and sometimes there's not enough scholarship money for them.
And the Community Foundation of Frederick has nearly $2 million devoted to these non-traditional scholarships. Reporting from Frederick, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.